PSOE. It's emergency. Ober. It's over for me, man. Yeah. Come on. Teach the babies the truth. Every parent is a teacher, it ain't optional. Early childhood development until it's optimal. Educate the babies till they know that they unstoppable. Culture make it practical, equip them with an arsenal of weapons and a toolkit. Curriculum, the blueprint, take them to museums, buying books with the new kicks. They said you can't teach your old dog new tricks. Mathematics, science, writing papers from a rubric. Our story infinite, slavery is not the start. Maya, there's a living co-connected mind to the heart. Institution building start with family. It's the cornerstone, ruining the building of a nation, start within the home. Nature is a teacher and the children learning from a phone. Community agreeing on the standards of what's right and wrong. Make it even cooler, put the lesson somewhere in a song. Soul and rhythm, people, entertainment, you can sing along.
I educate mind and elevate and organize. I educate mind and elevate and organize. I open their mind and feed them food that fortifies. I show them the grind, teach them the truth, ignore the lies. I educate mind and elevate and organize. I educate mind and elevate and organize. I open their mind and feed them food that fortifies. I show them the grind, teach them the truth, ignore the lies. I educate mind and elevate and organize. Uhuru Academy, we the true voodoo who mad at me. I don't know what you do, but over here we fight insanity. And honor it gon' be deeply rooted where they planted me. Don't take it as vanity. We just can't stand how this planet be rejecting the melanated while savages get celebrated. My life is dedicated to uplifting the masses. Still gotta segregate it, the bottom of the classes. I made a promise to the creator a long time ago to teach when I rhyme and flow and to serve until it's time to go. Stand on the shoulders of those who came before us so we can. Smarter to build a youth than to try to save a broken man. System ain't complicated, predictable, we know the plan. African centered cheering, don't fall into the open hand. Critical thinkers and innovators with a vision clear. Building without the fear, no future force without them here.
The hip-hop was originally a tool of expression, a tool for resistance, a tool of voice for the voiceless, right? Can hip-hop still be that? Can hip-hop still be a tool?
Yes, definitely. I think so, because it'll be a good way of lifting up the black youth, any youth, but lifting up the black youth and reconnecting us with our roots.
I educate mind to elevate and organize. I educate mind to elevate and organize. I open their mind and feed them food that fortifies. I show them the grind, teach them the truth, ignore the lies. I educate mind to elevate and organize. I educate mind to elevate and organize. I open their mind and feed them food that fortifies. I show them the grind, teach them the truth, ignore the lies. Ignore the lies. I educate mind to elevate and organize. Ignore the lies. I educate mind to elevate and organize. Ignore the lies. I educate mind to elevate and organize.
You are as great as any man of greatness that you've heard about, read about, or seen in real life, possibly greater.
Everybody wanna build with me, politic and chill with me. They see the fire's feeling me, the authentic is feeling me, the architects are feeling me. You're dreaming about killing me. They wish that they could silence me because I feel so violently. We will not go quietly. Subscribe to me until this show is virally. Got millions trying to vibe with me. Let's build.
Yeah, let's build, baby. Let's build. What's happening, y'all? It's your brother, Dr. Baba Amin, Ojuwoke, in the place to be, man. Is that Dr. Dennis Osar Winkler? I see. Man, shout out to my brother. Shout out to the Temple of New African Thought in Tubman City. What's up with you, right? And there go my brother in spirit out there. Brother Baba Pinckney in the house. Veteran Village, Pinckney Farms, Uhuru Academy. Oh, man, something powerful is on the way. Shout out to my brother, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Elevation Demonstrations. What's up with it? You know what I'm saying? Hey, that was that Elevate and Organized by brother Obafemi of MCE and yours truly. You know, I educate mine to elevate and organize. I educate mine to elevate and organize. Come on, man. Huh? What you educating yours to do? What you educating yours to do? Huh? Get a job? What you educating yours to do? I'm educating mine to elevate and to organize. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the Babas out there, all the families out there that's educating theirs to elevate and to organize. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Hey, black man, take your place. Black man, take care of your children. Black man, commit and build a family. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking to the black man because I'm a black man. You know what I'm saying? And I've done it. You know, I've been married for over 20 years now. My wife and I have come together and raised 8 children together, you know, and man, I'm telling you something. It ain't easy, you know, but it's necessary and it's the most rewarding thing you can ever do. Ain't no hood like Baba hood, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to all the Babas out there, you know what I'm saying? And first sister I'm gonna shout out to tonight is my beautiful wife in Koyobina. Man came home and from an event and ate some delicious lentils and rice prepared by my wife. Brothers, find you a good woman, man. Find you a wife, all right? Again, that's not always easy neither, but man, it's necessary, you know, and it's worth it and it's rewarding. Find one, commit, hang in there and make it work. I say, you know what I'm saying? Oh, bruh, I'm feeling good tonight. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miss Roz. Bless this cup. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I've been in the Bagel. I done been down in the Bagel. You see, y'all don't know what the Bagel is. Oh, I'm getting an education. I've been getting an education in the low country, y'all. I've been getting an education in the low country, in the savannah, you know, in the savannah down in Georgia, in the swamp. Oh, man, I've been around our people. I've been around the Maroons, y'all. I've been hanging with the Maroons. I've been hanging with them black folk that been free since the 1700s. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about. I've been with the Maroons, man, and it's been on. It's been on. I thank the Creator and the ancestors for the opportunity to meet some of the amazing African people that I've been able to meet over the past years throughout this mission. Just being on this mission. For those of you who don't know me, I am the co-founder along with my beautiful wife and Koyo of the Uhuru Academy and Uhuru Academy Education Solutions. I'm also founding minister of the Temple of New African Unity. All right, you know what I'm saying? And I am an RBG minister. You know what I'm saying? I am an RBG minister, a member of RBG Ministries. Y'all don't know nothing about that yet. Y'all don't, we got some stuff coming for the community. Yo, this for everybody who think it ain't no movement out here. It is. This for everybody who think ain't nothing happening out here. It is. Now that's not to say that we not in a crisis. What's up? Is that over family right there? Come on, man. You missed Elevate and Organize, man. You missed Elevate and Organize, man. I might have to play that again. You know what I'm saying? Just to rock out for a second. Hold up. Just a little bit. I ain't gonna play all of it. We're gonna rock out for just a second. Hold up. This our theme tonight, y'all.
BSOE.
Elevate and Organize. Yeah. Over. It's over, family, man. I got, hey, Uhuru Academy parent, organizer, over family, institution builder.
Every parent is a teacher, it ain't optional. Early childhood development until it's optimal. Educate the babies till they know that they unstoppable. Culture make it practical, equip them with an arsenal of weapons and a toolkit. Curriculum, the blueprint, take them to museums, buying books with the
new kicks.
They say you can't teach your old dog
new tricks.
Mathematics, science, writing papers from a rubric. Our story infinite. Slavery is not the start. There's a living code, connect the mind to the heart. Institution building start with family. It's the cornerstone, ruining the building of a nation. Start within the home. Nature is a teacher, and the children learning from afar.
Come on,
agreeing on the standards of what's right and wrong. Make it even cooler, put the lesson somewhere in a song. Rhythm people, entertainment, you can sing along.
I educate mind to elevate and organize. I show them the science, teach them the truth. Come on, man. Hey, I'm gonna bring it back, y'all. I educate mind to elevate and organize. I'm just tripping, man. I'm bringing y'all some energy tonight from a teacher who loves to teach. I know y'all been seeing the black man crying for the last 2 days. Y'all been seeing the black man crying for the last 2 days, claiming that nobody in his class could read, and they was putting in 4 words, and they was crying, he crying, it's the 4 words, y'all, and it just crying, and like he just doomed, and we cooked. Man, I'm tell you something, I'm around brilliant black children all the time. I'm around brilliant black children all the time. And y'all, none of y'all think the Uhuru Academy children are just special children. And no, they just black kids. My students just black children from all over the world, from from the guttermost to the uttermost. My children just children. Tell them, Paris. Mama Witness will tell you. My children just children. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, when they in a situation where they're loved, when they're in an environment that culturally understands them, when they're in an environment, right, that ain't worrying about where the state tells them they need to be, when they're in an environment where it's all about building on what they know, getting to know them, right, not demonizing them for not being able to do simple tasks, but finding out where they are in a non-judging way, right, teach them not to be ashamed of it, but to be encouraged to do better. Where do you want to go with it? And if you say things, these kids don't want to learn, you don't need to be teaching. That's not the profession for you. Maybe there's something else for you to do. Go ahead and work in corporate America. Invest in those of us who love to teach. Invest in those of us. If I walk into a classroom and nobody in a 12th grade classroom and nobody in there can read, I'm doing this. I said, ooh, I got a blank slate. I'm doing this. I'm like, ooh, I love this challenge. That's what I'm doing. I'm like, you know what? Either they going to get better or I'm going to get better. Because I'm going to show up every day trying to crack the code. It ain't going to kill me to try to crack the code. Matter of fact, as a teacher, that's what you do. Your challenge is to crack the code, baby. I'd have been on that thing like, look at all these beautiful babies in my classroom, y'all. They've been struggling with reading. How can all this brilliance in here struggle with reading? Oh, we gonna figure out how to get them on point this year. Oh, we gonna figure out. Matter of fact, they seniors, they need to know what they want to do in life. We gonna figure that out. Oh, we gonna work together. And when you have those that's gonna work against you in the classroom, you never let them override your spirit. You never let them override the culture that you put in the classroom. That's the contest too. Bring it on. Enjoy the journey. You got to be a warrior if you're going to be a teacher. If you're going to teach these children, you got to be a warrior. You discouraged on day 2? You crying because they behind? No, sir. No, sir. You see the brilliance first because you're going to use the brilliance to help them overcome that challenge. And if you can't see the brilliance, man, you tripping. Man, I even saw a thing where they say the brother who posted it ain't even no real teacher. He's a social media, he's a content creator, and he just put them tears on to go viral. And got everybody talking about how sorry our children are. Got everybody talking about how they don't want to learn and what's wrong with these parents. And you know how we do when we black and ashamed. We try to distance ourselves from it. I know my kids been learning on the 5th grade level, you know, in their 2nd grade. My kids been doing this. And then in your next sentence, these black kids don't want to learn. Ain't your kid a black kid? Do they want to learn? I refuse to define my children by their challenges. Forget all y'all. Some people on my post, well, he right to say that we in a crisis. Of course we in a crisis, but ain't nothing wrong with us that what's right with us can't fix. So if you fighting the crisis, you got to be in fighting mode. See, the issue ain't that we in a crisis. The issue is that the people that take money that earn money to deal with the crisis can't be crying on day 2. I don't care. I'm not apologizing for that because I done put in 30 years teaching independently, not because I couldn't work for the school system, but because I refused to work for the school system because I want to be a free teacher. I want to be free to teach how our children need to be taught. I want to be free to develop strategies. I don't want to be strapped to state standards in a state that's ranked 44th in education. Come on, man. You crying. What you crying for? Send them to me. I want all of them. Tell them to withdraw every last one of them right now. Enroll them in the Uhuru Academy. Let's scholarship all of them in. I bet you by May they'll be different. I bet you by May, they'll all have a plan. Send them all to me. Ain't this the type of teacher you want to see? You want to see your teachers crying? You want to see your teachers quitting? Look, I say a lot of teachers are quitting. And I'm going to tell you something. The system are driving good teachers out. The system is driving good teachers out. Now I hear someone say, these kids, I'm leaving because of these children. Then teaching ain't for you. Teaching in 2026 ain't for you if you can't handle it. If you can't handle the youth. If you don't understand what they dealing with when they walk into your classroom. If you don't understand that they dealing with challenges, you dealing with challenges, and y'all got to learn how to come together so they can have a powerful outcome for the future, and you might have to step out of line for that. I wouldn't quit. They'd have to fire me for being too good. They'd have to fire me for telling the truth. They'd have to fire me for molding my classroom to fit the children, even if it meant I wasn't turning in the right reports, even if it meant I wasn't doing what I'm supposed to do. Y'all got to fire me. Y'all got to deal with that teachers union. That's what y'all gonna have to do. Then you're gonna have to deal with the stories that I tell. Y'all gonna have to deal with me teaching Black history in my classroom unapologetically. Y'all got to deal with me. I'm not gonna quit. No, I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna turn it into something I love. That's what I'm gonna do. Y'all better share this video. Y'all better share this video. I don't care if it's 3 of us who believe in it. Go get 10 people. I don't care how many people. Go get 10 people. Tag 10 people right now. We got to stop playing. I'm not playing with y'all. We tag people in the drama. That dude went viral crying. He went viral doing that. Resonating with people because we resonate with our shame. Man, it's teachers out there doing an amazing job. It's teachers on day 2 like, it's going to be on this year. These babies don't know nothing. I'm finna enjoy teaching this group. Those the teachers, that's what needs to go viral. That's what you need to share. People saying up talking about, we need to talk about the problems. No, we need to handle the problems. We need to face the problems. We need to fight the problems. You can't tell me that we need to talk about the problems because I've been fighting the problems my whole adult life. You can't tell me that. You can't come on my post talking about we need to face reality. I've been in the reality. I've been in the reality since 1992, knee deep in the reality. The first children I taught got grandchildren. My first classroom was in the middle of the projects, in the middle of the hood. You better ask about me. In the community room, they was slanging dope outside. They was banging outside. Police was chasing people outside. I'm teaching inside, learning how to hold the attention of 25, 35, 40 youth who don't even have to be in there. So don't tell me about facing no reality. I'm giving you the reality. You need to listen to me when I tell you. If you just looking at the news, if you just looking out your window, if you just talking about your narrow experience, you need to come listen to somebody who's taught all over this country. Come on, man. So if I tell you that we're putting too much emphasis on the bad and we need to focus on the good, you need to say, yes, sir, yes, Baba, I'm on it. That's what you need to say. I ain't gonna even lie, because you ain't met nobody like me. You ain't met no educator that's been on the ground like this. So you need to listen. Oh, I'm not being the eternal optimist. A lot of times people say, you just see the good in everybody. No, I see the messed up in everybody. And I see the good. I'm able to see not only your wretchedness, but I'm also able to see your divinity. And as an educator, it's my gift to draw that out. It's my gift to empower you to draw that out. So that was my issue with the teacher going viral on the second day of school. That's my issue with people sharing it. That's my issue with people in the comments. Stop spreading negative propaganda about Black youth. And if you're going to spread that, spread some propaganda about the thousands of Black youth who got straight A's, the thousands of Black youth who are earning academic scholarships. Spread that. Spread videos like the post my brother Belroy Mendo made the other day about his beautiful daughter who's forever Uhuru Academy entering the public school system for the first time. But she's entering with a support system and a foundation laid that's going to culturally protect her. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here offering you all cultural protection. We're offering you programs to give your children cultural protection. You ain't trying to hear that. You want to share the crying teacher. You want to share the teachers that's quitting. You want to share the failures. I say, Kim Ware, share it all, man. KimWare.com, share it all. I don't even know KimWare.com. But if you provide an African-centered STEM education, I'm going to put it on my screen. If y'all go check Kim Ware out. Go check Kim Ware out and see what's up with Kim Ware. All right? We do African-centered STEM education, Kim Ware. We need to holler. Right? And shout out to Dr. Oya Mayat. Shout out to Dr. Mayat. Y'all, she got me writing all kind of papers and studies on the UACI STEM camp. Right? And that's our STEM camp we've been partnering with, our online STEM camp that we've been partnering with since 2022. Yeah, I sit up here, y'all. I trained 100 black children. I had 100 black children from all over the country in STEM camp this summer. I ain't trying to listen to no crying. Teacher on day 2 or non-teacher on day 2. Talking about how ignorant his students are. Man, please. You better turn around and see their brilliance or get out that classroom. I don't care how many words they can fill in. If you don't see you got to see that brilliance and tap into it. No excuses. You on the front lines, baby. There's no crying in baseball. Y'all remember that movie back in the day? Hey, bro, there's no crying in the classroom. Suck it up. Let's get to work. We got to be as tough as their conditions are. We have to be mentally tougher than that. Let's get it. Come on, man. Y'all don't want me to coach your instructors. Y'all don't want me to coach your instructors. I'm going to weed out who love it. You got to have a commitment, not a career. You got to have a commitment, not a career. You don't enter teaching with a career. I don't hire anybody at the Uhuru Academy talking about this is going to be great for my career. Huh? No. You got to love teaching so much that you do it for free, but you do it so good that people pay you for it. That's the only reason. Those are the only teachers we need to be hiring. You got to love it so much you'll do it for free. But you do it so good that people pay you for it. But then we got to protect you. Then we got to protect you and help you keep that love. We got to keep the administration off of you. The community got to get the principals fired that ain't treating you right. The school board, vote them out of there if they're not protecting you and treating you right, because we know you love our children. That's what we got to do as a community. That's what I'm talking about, Bill Roy. He up there crying, talking about what them babies can't do. He not thinking about the fact they got to walk down the hall the next day. They going viral with him. They're going viral with him. So not to mention he didn't consider the additional ridicule the students would receive from classmates in other classrooms from his viral video. I heard y'all can't read. So you gonna put them through that? You think that's motivation? Y'all know y'all empathizing. Y'all see a black man showing his feelings and all that kind of stuff. I'm not showing the video. Nah, I'm not showing the video. I'm going to show y'all something else. I'd rather show y'all something else. I'd rather show y'all something positive, right? I'd rather show y'all something positive and powerful. That's what I would rather do. That's what I would rather do. I would rather show y'all something positive and powerful. Can I do that? Can I show y'all something positive and powerful right quick? Can I show y'all something positive and powerful since y'all been watching a teacher cry all day? Since y'all been watching a teacher cry all day, I'm going to tell y'all something. I had a summer we had our Uhuru Academy online summer program this summer. One of my children, one of my students, shout out to Miss Lisa McDaniel and the Generation Uplift program in Fort Worth, Texas, right? She put 13 of her children in her summer program online with me for the online summer school. Shout out to Bishop Kirkland, right? Shout out to Bishop Kirkland, and shout out to my nephew Andrew for donating, right? For donating and making it possible for Generation Uplift to be on with us this summer, man. But these are children who've never been exposed. Uh-oh, knocked my phone over. Never been exposed to Black history before like this. Never been exposed. Haven't been poured into like we pour into children in a long time. You know what I'm saying? And when I tell you them babies embrace them African proverbs, embrace that African history, I'm talking about young people who call each other out their name on the routine. I'm talking about young people that hear the sexy reds and all that all the time, right? They growing up in the good hood. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, hold up. Let me tell you, I had one named Big Wheel. I had to pour into Big Wheel, man. I had to pour strong brother, but I had to pour into Big Wheel, man. This is how you talk to your children when they got challenges. This is how you talk to our children when they got challenges.
Big Wheel.
Come on. This graduation right here.
Will, you strong, man. But you not just strong with your muscles like a big dude. Your biggest muscle, your biggest strength is your mind. You understand what I'm telling you?
Yes, sir.
You are just as strong. You are stronger mentally than you are physically. So as you grow, I want you to always remember this. Don't just grow your muscles, grow your mind. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And when people come up to you and say, you a big dude, you tell them, yeah, but my mind is even bigger. My ideas are big. My dreams are big. My goals are big. My heart is big. You understand what I'm telling you?
Yes, sir.
You're going to be successful as long as you make the right decisions and you have the opportunity and the heart to do that. You also going to be somebody that protects others around you. The first 4 letters in your name is W-I-L-L, will. Will is willpower. Will is having the inner strength to do what's right. You have the willpower, Big Will. That's why I call you Big Will. Not because Will stands for William, but because I feel like you have the will of a giant. I say, y'all show some love for graduate Big Will Langston. Yeah.
That's how you pour into our babies. That's how you pour into our babies that are surrounded by negativities, the babies that are surrounded, you know what I'm saying, by temptations, our babies that are fighting poverty, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not judging Big Will's parents, I'm not judging the adults around Big Will because they fighting poverty the best way they can with what they got, but sometimes what we have to do to fight poverty in the hood is sending bad messages to our children. Sometimes we're teaching our children to value their bodies over their minds, to think that strength lies right here rather than right here and right here. That boy named William. I say, man, Big Will, that means you got the willpower. You got the willpower to make it through. We got children that have to fight poverty, y'all. We got children taking care of their siblings, man, and they got to go to school. We got children watching their parents battle and fight and fall down, and they got to get up and go to school. And you don't have no empathy for that? You don't understand that you got to pour into a child like that? Huh? You ain't got no love for Big Will? You can't pour into Big Will? Then you don't need to be teaching. If you can't see Big Will's divinity even through the webcam, you don't need. Y'all see him y'all see him, yes, sir. Big Will don't do yes, sir. Big Will say, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all hear him at the end, Ashe? Because after he was in that program for 2 weeks, he got that word Ashe with him. I tell him Ashe means so be it. Ashe means make it so. Let's build. Let's build. Come on. We have sisters in there too, right? We have sisters in there too, right? And Miss Lemon, I call her Miss Lemon. Miss Lemon was one of them, 12 years old, right? Natural leader, just like Big Will. Tall sister, athletic sister, but having serious issues with peer pressure, having serious issues with self-confidence, right? Didn't know what she wanted to be when she grew up. Y'all, by the time we was done with the summer school, she knew what she wanted to do. Right? She was proud of herself, her behavior, did a complete 180. Look, the teacher on the other end of the webcam, Miss Mia, and shout out to Miss Mia, she was crying. She was in tears as I poured into those children during graduation. And yeah, you saw the certificate at the top. They all got certificates of achievement for completing the program. You have to reward our children. You have to be, that's right, Paris. You got to build that self-confidence. You can't play around with them, man. You got to build. You got to see it though. And I'm not playing with Big Will. I'm not blowing smoke at Big Will. I'm serious about that. I'm serious about that. Right? Come on, man. Let me see if I can find Miss Lamone for y'all, man. Let me see if I can find this young sister giving her testimonial about what she got from the program this summer. Huh? It don't take much, y'all. What if we had funding? What if we really had funding? And that's what tripped me out, Paris, because they run from it. These people see what I'm saying. These people see what we doing, but they run from it. They're afraid to invest in our children. They're afraid to upset white people. They're afraid. It's easy to lean in on the mistakes. It's easy to just blame the parents. But you're scared to get involved with the solution. Yeah, y'all some cowards. There's some cowards out there. It is. I don't care. It's some real cowards out there. Only a hit dog holler. If it bothers you that I said that, only the hit dog holler. I ain't apologizing. I ain't apologizing for that at all. Only a hit dog holler. It's some cowards. It's some real cowards out there. We talk a good game. All y'all hiding behind the problems, hiding behind the issues. See, that's why I don't get involved. I don't get involved because these folks are just as bad as in on the streets. I don't get involved. You don't get involved because you're scared. That's why you're not involved. You don't get involved because you're afraid of the consequences of getting involved. You don't get involved because you don't want your feelings to be hurt. That's why you don't get involved. It ain't got nothing to do with what other folks doing. Look at yourself. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Let's take a quick break, man. Let's take a quick break. Let's hear from my sponsor, the Uhuru Academy. You know what I'm saying? Paris, you're going to love this one. You're going to love this one. Hold up. You're going to love this one. Let me see which one is this one. You're going to love all of them. But hey, we got the Saturday school coming up. Let me show y'all some information about the Saturday school starting this weekend. Share this video.
I'm tired of all these slave movies. I'm tired of thinking that our history began in 1619 on slave ship. No way, sir. My ancestors wasn't slaves. My ancestors were Africans. You know what I'm saying?
Don't let nobody call you a slave. Don't let nobody call you a slave.
Yeah.
Don't let nobody call you a slave. Don't let nobody call you a slave.
Yeah. Don't let nobody call you a slave. Don't let them put your history in the grave. You come from royalty, the bold and the brave. You building temples, they were still in the caves. You built the pyramids, you was the first in charge. The OG kings and queens, Massa Musa living large. Ramses and Queen and Singer, first in your hotel. I see it in your stare, black and proud, go for self. Don't let nobody call you a slave. Not at all. Walk with your head up because you're not afraid. Never afraid. Go learn your story. You much more than they say. More than they say. African glory, the foundation was laid. If George Washington is a hero, then Nat Turner is a hero. If General Patton is a hero, then Desert Lee is a hero. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to apologize for our history. We not slaves. We come from kings and queens, conquerors and warriors, scientists and astronomers. Learn your story.
Yo, learn your story. What you're looking at right now is the flyer for our Sankofa for Success Saturday School. Know your history, build your character, lead your future, strong roots, clear purpose, limitless future. That's what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? For 8 weeks, we're doing our founding cohort starting this Saturday, and we still have slots left. For 8 weeks, we're going to be teaching our children not only powerful stories about African royalty, but we're going to dive into African proverbial wisdom, interactive conversations, real life conversations using African proverbs that build character, African proverbs that build confidence, that spark critical thinking. I am not doing nothing new, y'all. This is what we've been doing. This has been the secret sauce to the success of the Uhuru Academy for the past 16 years. We're offering it on Saturdays for the first 8 weeks, starting August the 15th. As demand dictates, we'll do more. As demand dictates, we'll do more, but I need a founding 15. I need a founding 15, right? We have a few slots left. I need a founding 15 for the summer school. Not the summer school, the Saturday school. Now, if you come in and do the full 8 weeks, the tuition is just $400. That's all it is. And that's a slight investment. That's not a big investment. That breaks down to $50 a week for them to get a type of education that they've never received before. And I'll be teaching this class personally. And we'll have a second class, if necessary, that'll be taught by my right-hand man, my protege, Sean Gales, the best black male teacher, the best teacher in DeSoto ISD and DFW, the only teacher I know who obliterates the scientific gap, the science achievement gap for black students year after year after year in his class, and we got receipts to prove it. So I have one of the best African history teachers in the country teaching with me with the Sankofa for Success Saturday School. This is premium stuff. If you don't have a child to put in, you need to get on board and help us sponsor this. Sponsor this so we can build our school, build and expand our program while building and expanding our children at the same time. I should be sitting here right now talking about I need more teachers. Y'all spreading the crying teacher, right? Y'all spreading the crying teacher. A lot of them kids in there, some of them probably could read, they didn't want to. Some of them babies could read, they didn't want to. Some of them babies did have what it takes to do that work. They didn't want to do that work for him. Some of them were already defeated before they came into the classroom. Huh? And Lord knows that if they lack confidence before that, they're going to lack confidence now. And now you can always, because that video is a confidence killer. That's a confidence killer. That's not a motivator. That's a confidence killer. We confidence raisers. We're confidence creators. We're confidence cultivators. That's what we are. Y'all saw Big Wheel transform. That was 2 weeks of work. Peace to Miss Israel. Peace to Miss Israel. Miss Ashia Israel. One of the most amazing wives, black mothers, and organizers I've ever met in my life. Uhuru Academy parent. She's had, I believe, 6 of her children in Uhuru Academy. We've graduated 2 of them. Amazing children. Amazing parents. Amazing partnerships. Y'all got to stop playing with me. Paris, Uhuru Academy instructor and parent. Her child going into her 2nd year. Stop playing with me. She can tell you about the transformative power of the Uhuru Academy. Now we want to offer it for students who are not in the academy. Students who are in public school and they have to deal with crying teachers. They have to deal with teachers looking at them like, oh, y'all so sorry. Oh, y'all don't want to learn. Oh, my God. We in a crisis. They need at least 2 hours with a teacher that say, I see your brilliance. Yeah, you making mistakes. Yeah, but I'm going to show you how to hold yourself accountable. I'm going to show you how to use what's right with you to fix what's wrong with you. That's what I'm going to do. Because punishing you ain't going to work. Ooh, and the enemy love it when we just punish them. The enemy love it when we give up on them. The enemy love it when we say, these kids just messed up. We cooked. We doomed as a people. Oh, the enemy love to hear that. Because black failure is big business. We're here to break that business up. Black failure is big business. We're here to break that business up. And yeah, I got the flyer up here. Because it starts Saturday. It starts Saturday and it's time out for the excuses. Share this video. If you're not interested in a solution, don't be on my post when I diss him. Do not be on my post talking about he right though. No, he wrong and you wrong if you not supporting the solutions. He wrong and you wrong if you're not supporting the solutions. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Nothing. Because we out here working. I know for a fact that me and Baba Pinckney had a 16-year-old young man with us yesterday. I should have uploaded the video. Had a 16-year-old young man yesterday that stopped out of school, really pushed out of school. because he had problems at home and had a parent to call him in as a runaway. He ended up on 1 year probation because of running away from home because of problems that he had. When he told the authorities that he didn't feel safe at home, they locked him up in juvenile. Then put him on a leg monitor for a year to make sure he stay in that house that he wasn't safe in. Huh? You should have heard him articulate that. You should have heard the emotional intelligence. You should have heard him sitting up telling me once he opened up and got comfortable with us and we were fixing on the house, fixing on the new school that we building. He's discovering his love for construction work. And you should have heard him finally open up about being in juvenile and talking about a young man that came in there that he felt sorry for. That he said, man, it'll eat you up if you let him. He's just 16. He said it'll eat you up if you let it. He's talking about a young man that came there that had a beautiful spirit. But everybody started bullying him because he wasn't a fighter. And he talking about witnessing that young man, that young child, that 15-year-old child, try to kill himself 3 times while he was in juvenile. That baby ain't never been the same. He was in there on that other baby in there on a non-violent issue just like him. We destroying these children and then want to turn around and blame them for their own destruction. I know I was with a brilliant child yesterday. Now he ain't in school. He is now, though. He's in the Uhuru Academy now. He is now. We're going to find a scholarship for him because I know y'all don't give a damn. Y'all won't give $5 a month. You won't do $10 a month. You won't do $15 a month so we can expand this proven solution. Now, Netflix need that $28. Yeah, you don't want to miss your reality shows. Yeah, you got to go to the cigar bar and complain about the problem. Yeah, you got that nice car you got to take care of while you complain about the problem. You don't want to see his greatness because you don't want to be convicted to invest in him. You want him to be too far gone. You don't want to see the hope because then you got to answer why you're not a part of it. You don't like it when I show you this. But if I was on here talking bad about black people, I'd be viral already. You ain't getting that from me. You ain't getting that from me today. Nuh-uh. You get stuff like this from me.
All is to protect it. You have hair that you can put in all kinds of shapes. Beautiful afro puffs, braids, locks, afros. Is that something to be ashamed of? Nah, that's something to be what? Proud of. So when we say you black and beautiful, are we playing any games? No, I'm telling you that cause it's true.
Yeah, it's still a lot of debate about who we are. Cats arguing, we ain't African, we ain't black, we ain't this, we ain't that.
Yeah, this what you get from me. This what you get from me.
All of that come from us, you know what I'm saying? It's all about where you gon' fit in. Yeah. Yo, what's your name? You an African, an American, or an Israelite? Black or more, Muhammad or a provocateur, what the business like? You Malcolm X by any means. Chief Turner, Dr. King, keep a burner, you repeat. Look at me, who you see, I'm Garvey. When I rap a bar, every line is a blacker star. I'm Master Far cause I understand who these crackers are. Nat Turner's my avatar, my attitude so gasoline. I'm a mocking dog. These Europeans know what I mean. I'm Farrakhan, never will I run. Robert Williams with a gun. George and Jonathan Jackson, Dr. Yosef Ben, Yakanan. Show and prove like Dr. Clark. I'm a goon cause I got the heart. I'm Dubois cause I'm hella smart. I'm Denzel cause I got the part. I'm Bianchi, Sutton Kufu, Mansa Musa, Shaka Zulu. I'm with Mia, I'm with Tulu. If I was Jesus, what would you do? I'm a Negro and I'm colored. I'm your brother, yeah, I kill you, but I love you. Accept your own and reject the other. What's your name?
What's your name? And why don't you now know what your name was then? Where did it go? Where did you lose it? Who took it? And how did he take it? What tongue did you speak? How did the man take your tongue? Where is your history? How did the man wipe out your history? What did the man do to make you a tongue?
What's your name? It's a chigaboo, it's a torch monkey, it's a Sambo. It's a Oreo, maybe revolution is just too much for the handle. I ain't carrying no scandal. I I ain't scary, I am. Harry Tubman with a candle. Time to pick up the mantle. I'm a son to and Queen of Zinga. Nefertiti and Queen Amina. Hatshepsut and the Queen of Sheba. She thinks she God, please believe her. Name is Osada, great escape. Angela Davis, keep safe. Winnie Mandela, refuse to break. I'm animate, refuse to hate. I see straight through cause I'm late today. Miss Fanny Lou, I got things to say. Miss Shirley Chisholm, I paved the way. The homie queen came to slay. Better should Baba Amin, my Malcolm. Black love is the only outcome. I won't stop until y'all have some. I might set this gon' happen. I'm all shoe, come bless the altar. I'm Nivea, I bless Walter. I'm all Lacunaja, my daughter. I'm all your, I cannot falter. I'm the one to give birth to stars. Masterful, how I work these bars. Series B to the earth to Mars. KOS, reverse for stars. Show now.
And why don't you now know what your name was then? Where did it go? Where did you lose it? Who took it? And how did he take it? What gun did you see? How did the man take your gun? Where is your history? How did the man wipe out your history? How did the man, what did the man do to make you as dumb as you are right now?
Yeah, that's what you get from me. That's what you get from me. That's what you get from me. That's what you get from Mama and Koyo. That's what we had to offer, right? Not just institutions, not just the education, right? The music, the feeling, the culture, because that's what this is. You have to build a culture around what you're doing. That's what we did in Texas. That's how we built the Uhuru Academy. It's the culture. That's why the Uhuru Academy's been here for 16 years. It's the culture. God has imbued me with a creative spirit. And I was put here to create. Everything you see me rapping on, I'm writing, I'm producing, I'm mixing, I put the video together, I'm editing. But it's coming from my spirit. I ain't go to school for none of that. It's just here. And I choose to use it for the upliftment of my people. Yeah, I've been told, man, you do some more commercial stuff, man, you can blow up. You can blow up. I was told that. I was offered record deals. I had a record deal when I was a younger man. But I've always been committed to my people first. I've always used my music as a tool to uplift the people. I never wanted to be on BET 106 in Park. I ain't never wanted to be platinum. I never wanted to be that. I'm a true hip-hop activist. A real one who uses hip-hop for activism, to activate people. That's that what's your name. And all I'm saying is, whatever you are, stand on it. And uplift your people with it. I know I put the topic tonight. What's the difference between accountability and hating? Because sometimes when we start holding each other accountable, the person being held accountable, their ego, the first thing your ego tells you is, they hating on you. They jealous of you. That's why I get alarmed at this new thing that people think is motivation when they start saying all them folks, everybody don't understand you. All them folks around you that ain't vibing with you. If they don't know about you. Some people do understand your ass. Some people do understand you. Sometimes you are wrong. A lot of times it ain't about you. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. And when you start thinking it's all about you, you block your blessings. When you start thinking that everybody that's critiquing you is attacking you, you missing out on half the love. Because half of love is critique. Where there's no honesty, there's no love. If you can't receive honesty, you can't receive love. It's just that simple. If you can't weed out the truth in what somebody's telling you when they're criticizing you, if you're not open to it, you're in trouble. So this new age way of thinking, this social media type thinking that we have today is destroying us. So the men is blaming the women. The women want to say what's wrong with them. The men want to say this is what the woman got to be for me. The woman saying this is what the man got to be for me. Nobody's saying what they gonna be for somebody else. Everybody talking like they already ready to risk. Ain't nothing wrong with me. It's the rest of the world. It's something wrong with all of us. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. You not perfect, and you wrong. I'm wrong. You wrong. It's called accountability. But if you can't hold yourself accountable, you're going to think everybody's hating. They not hating. You just can't hold yourself accountable. Because if you could hold yourself accountable, you can understand the difference between hate and accountability. Because no one will be able to accuse you of something you haven't already admitted to yourself. When you hold yourself accountable, because you know the difference between right and wrong, when you hold yourself accountable first, you'll be able to tell somebody you're right about that, but you're wrong about that. You're right about that, but you're wrong about that, because I self-analyze every day. Every day I get up and say what I'm going to do, and at the end of the day, I give myself a grade on whether or not I did it. So you're right about this, you're wrong about that, you're right about that, you're right about that. Yeah, I am a little selfish. You're right about that. You're right about that. Yeah, I am dishonest in pressure situations sometimes. Yeah, I do avoid confrontation. You're right about that. Yeah, I don't like being told what to do by other people. You're right about that. When you criticize me, I was talking to Dr. Oya Mayat today, co-founder of UACI STEM Camp with me. And she was like, what's what I like about you, Baba? I was talking about you the other day. I was like, Baba gonna criticize him before you get a chance. Said Baba's gonna tell you what's going on with him. He's gonna tell you. I'm like, Baba, I'm frustrated. I need you to do this, this, and this. And I'm like, yeah, you might not want to count on me for that. This is how I think. This is how I move, because I self-reflect. If you're not self-reflecting, don't reflect on others. If you ain't looking in, don't look outside. Look inside first. He did me wrong. Where'd you open him up to do that? He lied to me. He did me wrong. He did this. He did this. He did that. Why did it take you so long to see it? Self-reflect. That's the only way you avoid a repeat. What is it in your desire complex? What is it in your desires, or what is it in your thoughts that not just draws that to you? Because good people draw bad people. Bad people, energy vampires, are drawn to good people. But good people who don't recognize their value, they will mistake a vampire's hunger for desire, a vampire's hunger for love. And sometimes what you think is love is just a hungry vampire. But if you love self, you're not starving for love. If you love self, you'll have a healthy definition of self. So it comes back to who? You. And when you deal with that, that's how you don't repeat it. Same goes with our black leaders. Same goes with famous people who have to deal with criticism on the internet and living their life out loud. The only way to fix that is to work on fixing you. If you get me, I'm mad at you, but I got to look at me, because how did I get got? It's a saying that say when you slip and fall, right? Don't look at where you fell. Look at where you slipped. Don't cry, oh, I failed. Look, I'm right here on the floor. No, look back and see where you tripped up at so you won't trip again. Don't cry because you failed. Examine why you slipped. People always want to talk to black folks about accountability, as if we're not held accountable for every damn thing that we do. What are we getting away with? Appreciate it, Kim Ware. I'll get at you. So when you're critiquing or honestly criticizing somebody that's in a leadership position in our community, be aware of how they take that criticism. Be aware of how they take that criticism. If they take it all as hate, if they say those are all my haters, some of them are not your haters. Some of them are analyzing you. Some of them are looking at you scientifically. Some of them are critiquing you with love. Some of them see your potential. And they see where you're slipping at. Some of them have been in it for years and they've seen potential leaders rise, potential leaders fall, and they see you making the same mistake. You got to learn how to discern, but that comes with maturity. That comes with self-love. That comes with self-examination. And any leader that can't self-critique is not safe to be your leader. Now, you want your leader to believe in themselves. You want your leader to have the utmost confidence in themselves. But when they slip, and we all slip, they have to be able to hold themselves accountable. We expect it from our children. We should model it. We expect it from our teachers, our administrators. We should model it. I've been working with children for over 30 years. I still slip and fall. I've been married for 20 years. I still slip and fall. Uhuru Academy going into its 16th year. I still slip and fall. I'm not perfect. Still got things I have to deal with. And you do too. Our children, yeah, they got things they need to deal with. But we need to root for them, not demonize them. We need to recognize that what we put out there in the ether about our youth, the potential employers are seeing that. The people who work systemically to cash in on their failure, they seeing that, and you're helping them. They're sharing that. And I know some of you are out here talking about our problems because you fishing for grant money. You see, they'll give you grant money to fight youth violence because they need to establish that there's a youth violence problem. But go get the money saying youth solutions. See how much grant money you get when you're offering a real solution. Right, Anthony? Shout out to the youth advocates, Brother Anthony Williams. A lot of times we have to be our own grant. Uhuru Academy wasn't established by no grant, and I didn't want one because I wanted freedom. I didn't want one because I worked for organizations that had grants. I was a part of multi-million-dollar grant organizations. I've been in that world. I understand that the best you can do is put a Band-Aid on a bullet wound, rinse and repeat. At the end of the day, it's about what's going to renew that contract. And when the political wind blows, your tactics have to move with them. I've been in that world. I've seen contracts from great programs get snatched away. I've watched program directors wondering what the hell happened. I did the report the same way this year that I did it last year. And they not renewing the contract. Not everybody that worked for the program ain't got no job no more. I've seen that. We have to learn how to be our own resource. We have it. We have the means. We just have to redefine how we do things. And those of us who are warriors for this, we have to learn to adapt our lives to make this thing happen. I had to adapt my life. My children had to adapt their life in order for me to be here to do this work. And it hasn't been easy. And my prayer is that before I leave this earth, right, that I bless my children with a legacy. I bless them with land and resources and friends in all walks of life, because all they daddy did the whole time was wake up and seek righteousness. Wake up and go out here to serve God and serve the ancestors the whole time. Yes, sir, Anthony. And so much in the realm that you're in is based on old relationships. They know the Negroes they want to give money to. And the Negroes with money know the Negroes that they want to give money to. You walk around with kufis on, brother. Right? But what we got to do is not treat that money like it's the only money. And we got to put ourselves in rooms where the money is. We have some great partners at the Uhuru Academy. Some great partners. I don't divulge their names. I protect some of them. I protect all of them in any way we can. Paris, we got to build our own system. That's why the Uhuru Academy is more than a school. We a school system. UASC International, they're on their 12th year. We sparked that. The Uhuru model sparked that. Partnering with the right people, being patient, being consistent. We build it. Everything has to start somewhere, but you can't have a defeatist attitude. You can't. Because you don't need everybody. You need the right people. You need committed people. And they're out here and they're working. And the work is going to unify us. We just got to keep going. Y'all don't play with me. Don't play with me. Why everybody in my house acting like they going to sleep? They know they be up late. Don't play with me. Right? We have to be consistent. We have to get outcomes. We have to stand on what we believe in. I'm taking a break. Hold up.
Hi, my name is Ama Kamban. I am an Uhuru Academy graduate. And the thing I love most about Uhuru Academy is how African-centered it is, of course, but also how loving it is here. The teachers really care for you. The students are so warm and welcoming. And they just really make sure that you're moving in the right path, and they really look at you as a person. They care about your experiences. They care about what you want to do, and they help you find your path in life. So if you want to come to the Uhuru Academy, know that you will be walking into a space where you are educating yourself with family.
All right, cool. All right, so I'm here with Miss Venetia Y. Manning, right? And peace, Queen.
Peace, King.
All right. And Venetia Y, you're one of our earliest graduates. So you got referred to our Operation Reconnect program where you came in and took the academic test, passed that,
I took that. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew I wanted better. If I needed help, I got help. If I wanted it, I wouldn't have got it. It's all about what you want.
That's right. And so once you achieved that, once you earned your diploma through our program, what did you do next?
The Rural Academy didn't leave me in the blind because I didn't know what I wanted to do next. But he just said Tarrant County College. I didn't know nothing about PCC. I didn't know nothing about college because that wasn't in my plan. I didn't have no plan, but they didn't leave me straight. They didn't just give me a diploma. It was like, here you go. They introduced me to a whole nother level of living. That brightened my horizon.
Yeah, I don't show up in the classroom crying. I know y'all like Baba, leave that man alone. I heard he was faking the funk anyway, y'all. I'm just saying the attitude that it takes to go in and work with those who are the most lost, that ain't the attitude. That's not an attitude of victory. Man, Sister Venetia Y, she came to us, and she don't mind me saying it, she was in the streets and on the streets. She was in the streets and on the streets. She told you she didn't know nothing about college or the next level or a different way of life when she came to the Uhuru Academy. When she came to Operation Reconnect, she was already a mother with 2 children. When she came to us, early 20s. Y'all, that sister got a bachelor's degree in social work, and she's a member of the U.S. Navy right now because she came through the Operation Reconnect program. What? We graduated her from my computer. No, the state didn't have nothing to do with it. The community did. We decided that we were going to graduate our so-called high school dropouts, but we would only graduate if they committed to a plan. She took a test, an academic test that we wrote, made it culturally relevant. She put together a life plan with our coaching, and then she executed it. Yeah, we made some calls. Yeah, we say look out for Miss V. Yeah, we called our friends at UTA. Yeah, we called our friends at TCC because we created relationships to do just that. That's the type of work you got to do on the ground. You build the pipelines, and those that are ready to navigate the pipelines, they go through it. Well, the diploma accredited. We accredited the diploma. The community did. Because we showed the community that we were doing what we said that we were doing. That's all accreditation means. The state does not accredit private schools. We do that for ourselves. But in our mentality, we feel like we can't do nothing without the state's permission. The state works for you. You don't work for the state. As a community, we decide who our graduates are. It's called education freedom. Other folks been practicing it. We do it too. And that's how we get those outcomes. But I take that around the need to grows. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that look good, but man, forget you. We don't need you. We got it. We got it. What you gonna do when they come to you and say, how you gonna be graduating them children? What give you the right to graduate them children? Breathing. Breathing give me the right. Breathing, thinking, being a Baba, being a man. Being a leader in my community, being a gifted master teacher gives me the right. Their parents give me the right. They give me the right. My community gives me the right. The people gives us the right. Should be no dropouts in our community. If they fall out of the system, we supposed to catch them. We find something for them to do. We graduate them and put them on that path. We hold them accountable to themselves. That's accountability. Letting them fail is hating. Letting them be what the system labels them to be, that's hating. Crying and talking about how they can't read, but you not hyped up about that solution, that's hate. That's fomenting hate. You don't know it because you've been taught by your master that you are rich. You've been taught by these people that you nothing. You've been taught by these people that you are pitiful ever since you came off the slave ship. That was one of the main tools of keeping you enslaved. You believing in your own pitifulness. So you sensitive to that. You feed on black shame, on toxic shame. I'm gonna tell you something, that black divinity tastes a whole lot better. Seeing our beauty tastes a whole lot better. I'm telling you, man, it would feel good when you don't feel no pressure to change your hair. Man, it feels good when you don't feel no pressure to slice up your nose. You don't feel no pressure to hide them big old beautiful lips. No pressure to bleach that skin. When you love yourself, you don't feel none of that pressure. None of it. When you know who your ancestors are, when you realize where you got that nose from. Oh, wait a minute, hold up. That's my great-great-grandmama nose. And she survived Jim Crow just for me to be here. I ain't touching that nose. Man, I love these old beautiful African cheekbones. What you talking about? I'm accountable for how I look. See, that's a part of accountability, too. Taking care of your body, taking care of what we have, what's been given us, that's accountability too. Oh man, I'm having fun tonight. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. But I'm gonna slice this thing up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna slice it up, do what I got to do, let people know that Baba's building the best podcast in the world. That Baba is building the build. All right, it ain't just gonna be me. I'm gonna bring Mama and Koyo, and she is in the chat. Shout out to Mama and Koyo. I'm bringing her on. We're gonna bring guests on. I'm gonna bring Baba Rutaski on, Baba Pinckney on. The whole team is on. I might get the DOC on here. I might get. You know what? I ain't gonna tell y'all who all my partners are. I'm not gonna tell y'all who all my partners are. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. I want to share something with y'all. Y'all, book Baba Amin. All right? Book Baba Amin. Right? Y'all need to book me, man. Y'all need to tell folks to bring me in. Y'all need to tell them that they need me on their podcast. They need me on their radio show. Ask Cynthia Hardy. Ask Cynthia Hardy and Celeste Cannon and what I bring. Ask Frankie down there and Watch Fox what I bring to the table. Huh? It's time to get the word out. It's time to get the word out. Peace, I am the gift. Peace, New Rule. That's my sister. I'm going to tell you something. You right, New Rule. Keep avoiding us. Keep avoiding coming out this way. Because when you come to the new spot, when you come to the new, you ain't going to want to leave. You're going to be picking out your space for your tiny home. Watch what you do. Watch what you do when you come through, sis. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. You just get ready, New Rule. Get ready for the new. That's my sister, man. Shout out to Nuru Fulami. That's our sister right there. You know what I'm saying? Doing her thing. Beautiful energy. Powerful sister. You know. Peace. I am the gift. You are the gift. I feel that name. I _am _ the gift. Deep bow to you as well. Whew, can y'all tell I ain't streamed in a while? I'm sitting up in this bar like, yeah, I'm having fun. Right. Speaking of fun, I want to show y'all something this year. She say, I'm coming. You keep saying that. You keep saying that, Nuru. I think your spirit is drawing you out this way, and you like, I gotta resist that. I know you got your family, your grandbabies, and all that. Miss ran how the whole family come out on this side of the country. All I'm telling you is that it's black folks as far as the eyes can see, and good black people too. There's some bad ones, but it's definitely some good ones. You know, we know how to pull the divinity out the bad ones anyway. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let me see what I got. Paris is like, he tripping. He won't even let me go to bed. So, Paris, you shouldn't have went and got that job. That ain't my fault that you decided to do that. Hold on, let me see what I got going on. Let me see what I got going on. All right, y'all. So every year we do our best to get out to an event in May that we call the RBG Explosion. And Brother Bilal was on the call, was in the chat a little while ago. I hope he's still watching. He'll check it out. But man, okay, so every year when we go to the RBG Explosion, they workers. Now they fly us out there. They take real good care of me and Mama and Koyo when we go to Phoenix, Arizona. Shout out to OBFC, the Our Black Fathers Committee. See, some of y'all like, what? There's an Our Black Fathers Committee? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. A very, very powerful coalition of black fathers. But anyway, the Our Black Fathers Committee, they bring us back. They bring us out every year for the RBG Explosion, right? And we get out there. There's going to be a Black Family Conference out there. There's going to be a RBG Music Showcase when you go. Then there's going to be a Temple of New African Unity where I'm going to give a lecture, right? Going to be some kind of panel discussion. We're going to be on a panel. This year they had me at the radio station. They had me at the studio. You know what I'm saying? I hung out with my brother, True Sankofa. Made me sit up all night analyzing movies. You know, we kicked it, right? We kicked it. But the coolest part, the crescendo for me, right, is OBFC. They have a music studio, you know what I'm saying? And in it is run by a beautiful brother, a talented producer, OG Richie Grand in there, you know what I'm saying? Rich Grand in there, man. And we always do like a posse track on the last day. Before I get on the plane, we gonna be in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Before I get on the plane, we gonna be in the studio before we leave to do a summary, do a track, do a song that just sums up the emotion of that weekend. You know what I'm saying? And again, y'all, this is where the hip hop and that culture comes into play. So we in there this time, and my boy Mentu Sun, and shout out to Mentu Sun. If y'all like this hat, we them Africans, y'all get it Mentu Sun, MENTUSUN Artifacts Clothing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mentu Sun. You know what I'm saying? But yo, he was there, and Mentu Sun used to rap back in the day, right? Y'all, it got so lit in there. Even Mentu Sun had to come out of retirement and drop a verse. Well, he was so inspired after dropping the verse, because he's a graphics genius. He went and did a whole AI video for the song, right? So we did a song. We had a OG RBG, and his name is leaving me right now. You know what I'm saying? But he opened up the song. He's gonna introduce himself when y'all see it. But he opened up the song, right? And oh man, when I tell y'all this is live, man. This is live. It's called Keep On, right? It's called Keep On. And basically what we're saying is keep on organizing, keep on thriving, keep on doing more than just surviving. When I see my people standing tall, it's like ain't no denying. Fight on. When I walk on stage, the fists just go to flying. Right on. Right? I'm always kicking it off, y'all. They know when I come in there, I'm going to write that hook. Yeah, they know when I come in there, I'm going to write that hook. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to write that hook. Let me make sure that I got this right. Let me make sure I'm sharing this thing, man. Let me make sure I'm sharing this thing. I want to make sure y'all seeing it. I want to make sure y'all seeing what we got going on here. You know, I'm working with one screen instead of two right now. So it gets a little tricky. You know what I'm saying? It gets a little tricky. So let me see. Let me go here. Let me go here. Uh-huh. See, y'all got skills, man. I got skills because I want to bring y'all this information. You know, and if you really want to bring the information to the people, guess what you got to do? You got to make a commitment to learning new skills. For real. You ain't too old to learn how to use a computer. You ain't too old. Y'all give me a black power if you can see my screen, if my screen is sharing. Oh, I can see it right here. Hold up. Let me do this. I'm using this it's small though. Let me find my there it is. All right, watch. I'm using this software called Ecamm Live. And I love it. I love it, right? But I had to learn how to use it. I had to learn how to use it though. You know what I'm saying? Which that takes some doing. But we in there though. Y'all see me. Y'all see it like young folk. That's what Miss Haley be saying. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. She be telling the children when they learning. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. All right. All right, cool. Is it big now? Can y'all see it? Is it bigger now? Is my screen bigger now? I don't know how to get rid of this generate summary thing. That need to go. That need to go. It's gonna be blocking parts of the video. Mama Koyo, you look beautiful in this. Don't be tripping. Okay? Don't be tripping. Mama Koyo trip, y'all. All right, let me see. Let me see what we got.
Assalamu alaikum to the degree the creator's master plan. Yeah, we gon' keep on with the struggle. We gon' keep on pushing this truth to the youth. We gon' keep on building. We gon' keep on loving.
Keep on organizing, keep on thriving, keep on doing more than just surviving. When I see my people standing tall, I'm like, ain't no denying. Fight on, when I walk on stage, the fists just go to flying. Right on.
A bunch of blackness in this room, nothing but power in this building. If you are about your people, raise your fist up to the ceiling, God willing. Everything we do, just know it's for the children, for the culture, for the mission. Not doing this for the millions, organized, honorized. Whether time slow or time flies, still progress forward, never stuck in hindsight. On us, they got all eyes. That's why we gotta strategize. Black love, black pride, never take a black lie.
100,000 miles up in elevation, properly positioned where I can see all these suckers hating. Yeah, cloud 9,900, where I be at in the world is my ashtray. Find me where I chief at. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Feeling great, don't explain what's understood. I put that paint where it ain't, finna scrape right on to the ass. Family first, that's the business, and that other shit is last.
Keep on organizing, keep on thriving, keep on doing more than just surviving. When I see my people standing tall, I'm like, ain't no denying. Fight on, when I walk on stage, the fists just go to flying. Right on. Keep on organizing, keep on thriving, keep on doing more than just surviving. When I see my people standing tall, I'm like, ain't no denying. Fight on, when I walk on stage, the fists just go to flying. Right on.
Yeah. Keep on grinding, keep on shining, keep on doing what you do. Keep on grinding, keep on shining, activate the light in you. Righteous brother, ain't another. Life adjuster, master conductor. Trying to remain focused, but I'm looking on my shoulder. Yeah, the money feels sweet, but the wisdom even colder. He who has a why can bear anyhow. Control what I can control, disrespect is not allowed.
I'ma keep on writing truth to whatever be on. But this rich grand sounding as if my ancestors would speak on. Teaching us lessons, giving blessings, chanting to keep on. Good stewards of the land, grown with spots, plots you could sleep on. Keep on, black men inspiring legions. My message is clear, we together whenever we spawn. Keep on, to these threats, no need to respawn. Cause we form like Voltron whenever we sense the heat on.
Keep on organizing, keep on thriving, keep on doing more than just surviving. When I see my people standing tall, I'm like, ain't no denying. Fight on, when I walk on stage, the fists just go to flying. Right on. Keep on organizing, keep on thriving, keep on doing more than just surviving. When I see my people standing tall, I'm like, ain't no denying.
Fight on. When I walk on stage, the fist just go to flying. Right on.
Baby on her hip, revolution in her tote bag. Black love hit ridiculous when it's rooted, never so fast. Sister, be yourself. Don't disappear inside the title. With a family and a mission made into survival. Husband in the kitchen, babies dancing to the vinyl. They Google in the room when we touch revival. They told us just survive, choose heal it over violence. Black fist in the air, right on the fight.
Give me 5 on the black inside. Why you pocket watching me but letting that man slide? Why you love a LGB but hate on black man pride? You and me be RBG, oh glory, that man lie. Won't let us be, won't let you see your story, that plan die. We building schools till niggas rookie pushing that man tie. Keep having babies, they can't keep up with us. Look at my queen, 6 out the womb, fine as wine shook when they look at the team. Fuck you, man. Keep on organizing. Keep on thriving, keep on doing more than just surviving. When I see my people standing tall, I'm like, ain't no denying. Fight on, when I walk on stage, the fists just go to flying. Right on. Keep on organizing, keep on thriving, keep on doing more than just surviving. When I see my people standing tall, I'm like, ain't no denying. Fight on, when I walk on stage, the fists just go to flying. Right on.
I'm reminded by my why. Every time I think I'm done with it, yelling, keep on, keep on. You can trust it, I'm gonna come with it. This inspiration for the nation. Understand what we facing, exercise is patience. Then I transition from preparation, it's time to go to work. Stay down with the mission, building with intention, get our people in position, so what's rightfully yours is coming back. Get ready, the original family was black. That's it.
Been the evolution of revolution, never been scary. Herbs to feed the people good so my oppressors get buried. On a mission with intuition, know I got the prescription. A queen, problem solver, oriented, handling business. Freedom is the motive, keep on going, growing, let's get it. Using God's gifts to hit the drift, abundance, let's get it. Came to get my heaven on earth, I ain't leave till I get it. Came to get my heaven on earth, I ain't leave till I get it.
Keep on organizing, keep on thriving, keep on doing more than just surviving. When I see my people standing tall, I'm like, ain't no denying. Fight on, when I walk on stage, the fists just go to flying. Right on. Keep on organizing, keep on thriving, keep on doing more than just surviving. When I see my people standing tall, I'm like, ain't no denying. Fight on, when I walk on stage, the fists just go to flying. Right on.
Collaboration on this blackness. Great business, coming with them hard bars like a state prison, straight dipping. Black dollars, liquor brown, straight sipping. We can still be unified and pray different. Get it how it go, man. We run the globe, man. Devils got that slow brain. We about to grow, man. Gassed up, propane. Got it out the soil, man. RBG's on this mic, you better know, man.
Right on, 3 decades since I switched the mic on. I'm still black and deadly, just like a python. I used to rap crackers to keep the lights on. Staying alive, because the prize is what my mind's on. We at war, every day I get my fight on. Mental sun, flowing with some black icons. Black power, that's always what I'm on. Black power, that's what I'm on.
Keep on organizing, keep on thriving, keep on doing more than just surviving. When I see my people standing tall, I'm like, ain't no denying. Fight on, when I walk on stage, the fists just go to flying. Right on. Keep on organizing, keep on thriving, keep on doing more than just surviving. When I see my people standing tall, I'm like, ain't no denying. Fight on, when I walk on stage, the fists just go to flying. Right on. Keep on organizing, keep on thriving, keep on doing more than just surviving. When I see my people standing tall, I'm like, ain't no denying. Fight on, when I walk on stage, the fists just go to flying. Right on.
Y'all see it. Graphics by Mental Son. axfgraphics@gmail.com. I don't care if you need a logo, whatever you need, all your graphics needs, man, y'all get with Mental Son. I know everybody's trying to use that AI, but if you don't want your stuff to look just like everybody else, y'all got to go to Mental Son. Mental Son actually designed the latest iteration of the Uhuru Academy School Shield. He designed the school shield for UASC International Learning Center. This brother is great at what he does. Support the masters at they craft. You know what I'm saying? Man, what y'all think about that? Keep on. Huh? What y'all think about that? Keep on. Y'all, that's our brand of black love. That's our brand of black power. That's just how we do things. Hold on, let me go to my cool black and white. I think I look cool in black and white. That's our brand of black power. Those are the messages that we like to create, the messages that we like to bring, right? And no, we ain't streaming. No, we not streaming on all platforms. See, everybody be stuck on that. That's fool's gold. No, I'm not trying to make YouTube them richer and pray I get 1 billion streams so we can make some money. No, we're going to release our music. We're going to release RBG music independently because you get more money selling 100 downloads on your website than you would getting a 1,000 streams. You know what I'm saying? 1 million streams, right? No, we're not feeding into that trap. If you want this black experience, if you want this vibe in your life, then you come support the village. Support the village. Everybody needs some conscious hip hop in their life. Everybody needs some feel good music in their life. And that's what RBG music is. And that's what we create. That's what we curate. And that's what we build. We literally build stages for RBG artists. Literally. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it, New Rule. Appreciate it. She say the messages, the beat, the flows, the collaboration, you know what I'm saying, was high. Chef's kiss, put it out, ready, let's go. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Over famous say the video and song is fire. You know what I'm saying? Carrie Lewis, who's on the song. That's the queen on the song, getting ready, mixing up the herbs and doing what she got to do. You know, you came. I ain't gonna lie, when we was there, I was like, oh, you rap? And then when she got in there, I'm like, oh man, oh, she rap. She don't just flow. She flow. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that was on. You know what I'm saying? That was on. Salute, Mental Son. What's up with it, man? Hey man, look, I'm trying to stream like the life depends on it. Because it does, y'all. We building right now. We in building mode. And I know it's late. Y'all, look, man, I done collaborated on a paper today. I done held it down at the shout out to the House of Haththorpe bookstore. Had the Dr. Umar event tonight, you know what I'm saying? And we went and was promoting the Uhuru Academy and holding the door down, you know what I'm saying? Doing what we got to do tonight, you know what I'm saying, to promote our programs. Now I came home to stream. Got to get up in the morning, go down to the land, work on some things down there. Yeah, I say down to the land, free the land. I said I'm going down to the land in the morning, you know what I'm saying, to take care of some business. You know, like I said, we are building a new Uhuru Academy. You're going to get more information on that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about. Appreciate your New Rule getting off, rocking in the car with me. We in this thing, man. We in this thing. I'm gonna go to bed. I done got hype now. I done got hype now though. You know what I'm saying? I done got hype now. I'm in this boy like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know, I'm filled with gratitude, right? Yeah, in the midst of chaos, in the midst of the crisis. I recognize the crisis. I do. But this is how I got to be to fight the crisis. Yeah, this how I got to be. I can't sit up and let the worry dictate how I feel and how I act and how I move, right? I'm so scared. I'm scared though. I'm afraid just like y'all. Right? Maybe even more than you, right? But this is what the fear does. So the fear makes me get to work. The fear makes me get to work and love the work because I'm committed to the work. So I gotta love it, right? The fear makes me come in and motivate you. The fear makes me get out here and show you that this is a great way to live. It's yeah, you have struggles, but in what way of life don't you have struggles? They done convince you that little green piece of paper is gonna solve all your struggles. It's gonna solve all your problems. And all we do is look up and watch rich people have problems. That's all we do. They got stuff. They got more stuff with their problems, right? Because often it ain't the money, it's what you do with the money. It's the mentality you have when you get the money. If you toxic while you broke, you're gonna be toxic while you rich. Money don't heal toxicity. It lets you afford to be more toxic. Right? And now watching people be toxic is entertainment. And we think we're watching it, but it's not bleeding over into our own psychology. And you know why you can get away with that? You don't hold yourself accountable to nothing. So you ain't gonna admit to anything. You're not gonna admit that it's impacting your attitude. You're not gonna admit that it's impacting your mentality. You're not gonna admit that you're bringing those same toxic attitudes outside the TV or outside of that into your life. You can't admit it because you don't know how to hold yourself accountable. Self-reflection. People come to me talking about what they want to do to, this cracker this and the white man this and that. Man, the first cracker, then the cracker's just somebody who cracks the whip, the one who enforces racism, the one who enforces the oppression. The first cracker you got to get rid of is the one inside of you, your inner cracker. You oppressing yourself. Come on, y'all. Anyway, I love y'all. And y'all know I can keep going. Y'all know I can keep going. And you can't blame me. You're a grown man. You better hold yourself accountable. Self-accountability. Don't message me. Don't call me. I ain't got nothing to do with it. All right? I ain't got nothing to do with it. You know, Baba Pinkney probably done went to sleep. He gonna be calling me more. You ready? I'm gonna be all right. He driving. I ain't driving. So if I do go down to the land with him tomorrow, he might leave me at home. He might not let me go. You know what I'm saying? Peace to Baba Rutaski, Abu Abba, Aku Abba, my brother from another mother. The House of Hathor, 6319 North Main Street, my favorite place to be in the city of Columbia, South Carolina. All right, if you're in Columbia, South Carolina, make sure you're shopping. Make sure you're shopping at the House of Hathor. Let me see if I got one more thing to play for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Couple more things, one or two more things to play for y'all. Then we out of here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? One more thing. I gotta remind people. Gotta remind people that UA Online is now enrolling. We start school on September 8th. It is not too late to withdraw your baby from the killing fields and enroll them in the Uhuru Academy. It's not too late as a homeschooler to say, man, let me partner with somebody. Let me partner with an experienced educator who knows how to draw out the greatness that's inside of my child. It's not too late. That's the Uhuru Academy. We're building institutions.
The Uhuru Academy overall is an amazing school from the teacher to the students. Is a place where kids can build their confidence and learn how to write, read, type, all of that good stuff. We learn our history here. We honor our ancestors, so we learn about who we are and where we come from, and I really enjoy this about this school. And like everybody's pretty much saying, it's a safe space, and we can always be able to feel like we can open up to our classmates and our teachers. So that's what I love.
I love the environment in that they promote not being afraid to ask for help.
Something positive about the Uhuru Academy is this is a safe space, and you can be able to say whatever you want to say without being embarrassed, just like how Imani said. I've been able to, sometimes I can be shy talking around people, but y'all have taught me not to be shy and everything. This is a very good school. The part that I love about this is when we do ancestor reverence and African history.
I think this is the greatest school I've ever went to because you teach me about my history, and at the other schools they never taught me one thing about my history. They just taught, the only black people they talked about at my other schools were Carter G. Woodson, Martin Luther King, and I think that's it. So you guys helped me learn my true history.
I ain't say nothing in that commercial. I ain't say nothing in that ad. Those are all the Uhuru Academy students speaking from the heart. You know what they say, out the mouth of babes. They didn't have no script either. That was totally non-scripted. Nothing beats a testimonial. You don't have to take my word for what we're doing at Uhuru Academy Online. You can see it for yourself. We are not like other online schools. And we're proud to be a trailblazer in the online space for African-centered schools. We have a proven method. We didn't go online because of COVID. We went online in 2015 because we wanted more people to have access to African-centered education. So we've refined our methods. When COVID hit, we were ready. When COVID hit, we was over 5 years in. We already had a methodology in place. That's why we were able to partner with UACI, with Conscious Ingenuity, and run 100 children at one time online in different parts of the country. We already have a methodology in place, and they all engaged, all had a great time. Oh, y'all should see. Don't worry, the study will come out because they do studies on what we do. The study will come out. They've already done studies on our work. We've already been cited in papers and in journals. I mean, I have a doctorate now. I have an honorary doctorate of divinity from the Trinity International Seminary in Dallas, an independent black-owned seminary that I'm super proud of this doctorate, right? And yes, honorary, but I'm published though. It's not that I ain't published. I'm a scholar, all right? I'm a street scholar. Ain't like I ain't been published though. Ain't like folk ain't saying, hey, can I write my dissertation around your work? I get multiple requests. No problem. Because they see the results. I'm talking solutions. I ain't crying. Yeah, I know our babies need to learn. Somebody was just in the comments on my post from the day when I criticized that post. But our baby, you should be able to read. Somebody put in, you should be able to read by the 12th grade. Well, of course you could. That's not the issue. Of course you should. That's not the issue. Stop feeding into the shame. Who don't know that? Say something original. Who don't know that? Huh? But if you run into a student that's in the 12th grade that can't read, are you prepared to help them? Are you prepared to provide them with a route to do it? Because guess what? Knowing how to read is not the measure of intelligence. Shout out to Mr. Clint, who's an ancestor now, man. When I moved out here to South Carolina, we had an elder living on the land named Mr. Clint. And Mr. Clint could fix anything and build anything. Mr. Clint could build your house. He can destroy your house and then put you a new house up in a minute. He was Imhotep incarnate, right? This is Mr. Clint. Mr. Clint designed a huge octagon pavilion out here on campus, right? It's a beautiful pavilion. It's still standing today, right? He's an ancestor now. He actually transitioned on the land, and Koyo and I actually prayed over Mr. Clint when he passed away. We went into his trailer where he was and discovered his body and prayed over Mr. Clint. But guess what else about Mr. Clint when we met him? Mr. Clint couldn't read. Mr. Clint grew up out here in South Carolina, been working all his life, right? Learned his trades and vocations on the job, being taught by men that were older than him. He had to learn how to work to survive. In his lifetime, he pastored a church. In his lifetime, he'd had it all. He built homes for himself and his family before, right? But Mr. Clint couldn't read. Mr. Clint couldn't read or write. He lived his whole life, raised children, the whole 9 yards, but couldn't read or write. And with all the skills that Mr. Clint had, one day he told me, he say, I mean, I'm dumb. That's what you mean, you dumb, Mr. Clint? You're the most intelligent person I've ever met. One of the most gifted people I've ever seen. Yeah, but I'm dumb, though. I can't read and write. And that stigma kind of ruled his self-esteem. It's like Mr. Clint also had a drinking problem. And I think a part of his issue with overcoming that was that issue of thinking that he wasn't intelligent. Now, here's a man who could build your house. Here's a man that was cutting wood, mental son, the type of cat that can do it without a ruler. And he thought he was dumb because of that one skill. I looked at Mr. Clint and I said, Mr. Clint, you can read. You can absolutely read. You read nature. You can read this wood. You're measuring. You're a mathematician. You're a math genius because I'm watching you measure wood without a tape measure, without a ruler. I'm watching you make cuts, precision cuts in wood without tools. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I'm watching a master builder, but he just couldn't read English. He could read people. He could read situations. Huh? He was a walking schematic, a walking blueprint. Not only could he read, he could visualize and manifest. He could visualize massive structures that were not there. Bring them from his mind and coach younger men who, because he couldn't pick up all that stuff no more. I watched him coach other men on how to build what was in his mind. But he thought he was dumb because he couldn't read that language. He couldn't read that bastard language that we call English. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Don't make the state standard your standard. Don't make the state standard your standard. Some of you have children who may never meet the state standard. But you need to establish a family standard first. What's your standard? Your core values. Some of you got babies who do great work at school, but they rotten to their heart. They're not carrying any of your values with them, any of your morals with them, sense of culture with them. But they smart though. Some of y'all grew up and got smart and got degrees and left home and never came back. Now you're disconnected from your family, disconnected from your people. I had the honor of going to Baba Pinkney's family reunion about 3 weeks back down in Rocky Ford, Georgia. His beautiful mother held it at her home. Nice country home right in the middle of them woods. Her street is red clay. She lived on a street made of red clay. Beautiful family, everybody there, barbecuing and all that kind. I took Uhuru with me. I'm like, man, you got to get ready for this country. We going into the country, right? So we down there, man. Beautiful people. And I'm looking at family members who had left and went to New York. One brother, cousin, he lived in New York. Successful brother, lived in New York. He down there. And I'm just seeing on his face like, I miss this. I want this. We started talking, and he was like, man, I got to come down here more. I got to bring my children down here more. They need to see this nature. They need to be around this. They need to be in this air. See, we switch them standards up. They throw them standards on us, and we abandon our own treasure. Because you can call them folks who stayed. You can call them folks who stayed in them woods. You can call them country, geechee, backwood, Bama. Call all that, but call them free while you're at it. Yeah, many of them are stagnant. Many of them are stuck into the religion of the oppressor, so they don't even see what they have. And sometimes it just takes somebody from the outside to be walking around like, to remind them of their greatness, because that's how I am when I'm down there like, man, you ain't going to call the electric man to fix this? No, we're going to fix this ourselves, and then we fix it. Huh? Yeah, that's my cousin right there. He built his house. Yeah, all of it, you go down a whole road and like, yeah, all this is black-owned land. We used to have 1,000 acres, but the government stole most of it. We used to have 800-something acres. Now we just down to 100 acres. Because the heirs property and we abandoned the land. And I'm riding around feeling gratitude because I'm like, oh my God, thank God for the people who stayed, or we wouldn't have nothing to go back to. Mr. Clint was a genius. And in that classroom today, or in that classroom the other day where the so-called teacher was crying, it was some geniuses in there too. Sometimes geniuses can't read. It was brilliance in there too. Sometimes brilliant people can't fill in the blank on the worksheet. It happens. I taught Mr. Clint how to read. He only needed 3 lessons. It all came back to him. And just like a true engineer, as soon as he learned some basic rules, he could sound out any word. It didn't take long because he had been reading all along. We're not just losing children to the streets. We losing children to the school system too. We losing children to these standards that we say they must meet in order to be somebody. They already somebody. You somebody. You were somebody before you got the degree. You were somebody before you got that certificate. I mean, congratulations on it though. But you were somebody already. Your children, when you look at them tomorrow, recognize they already somebody. They were born with the genetic code of over 1 million ancestors inside of them. That's a fact. Who's your 32? Can you trace yourself back to 32 direct ancestors? Everything that was in them was in you, is in you. Now, you were born more than somebody. Before you learned how to read, you were somebody. Before you learned math, you were somebody. And if you're not good at math, you're good at something else. You just need to get good at learning, good at focusing, good at self-evaluation, good at making commitment. You do those things. The rest of that stuff, any skill you want to learn, it's going to take care of itself. There's an African proverb that says, he who does not know one thing knows another. Stop letting people weaponize the system against you. Especially when the only reason that it works is because you believe everything they say. I had a student whose parent put back in the school system recently, and I'm going to reach out to that parent. I had to pray on this thing and get my spirit right. But this parent panicked because the student wasn't learning at a pace that the state says the student should be learning at. But this baby was learning at cosmic speed. This baby was learning at her pace, building her confidence, building her self-image, visualizing her goals. She was making a commitment to learning and then told that she was behind. I caution the parent, don't tell your children that they're behind. They are where they are. Talk about where they want to be. Stop listening to these people and listen to your heart. Listen to your spirit. Listen to all that intelligence that's already been coded inside your DNA. Listen to your child. That's accountability. Too often what the system offers is hate, but they call it the solution. The question is, whose solution is it really? Man, I love y'all. I don't mind telling y'all. I want to play your 50 songs, but that would be wrong. I want to play you 50 songs, but that would be wrong. But I'm going to end with something because I have a vault. We got a vault over here, y'all. We got a vault over here. So I'm going to end with something that y'all can vibe to. You know what? I think I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to when a group of youngsters, this was probably around 2006, a group of youngsters came into my office, and some were Crips, some were Bloods. They was all about 15, 16 years old. they had just got shot at the night before. And they came into my office, and one of them, a young lady, she had tears in her eyes, and she was like, "Man, we be seeing y'all working with kids and stuff over here." They live directly across the street from my office, and we used to see them outside throwing up gang signs, everything. They came in, and she was like, "Y'all be working with kids. We was wondering, man, if y'all can help us get out the streets, help us turn our life around." I had a music studio in my office, and we also had Operation Reconnect. We had a high school diploma program. We got to talk and get to know each other, and come to find out, they rap, and this young lady rapped, and we started doing music, and she would come over, and I'm like, my only rule in my studio was that you have to rap about something real, right? And they called her Lil Bro at that time, and then the young brother, I believe he was Crippin', and he jumped on a song, on some songs with us as well. Very talented, very, very talented young brother. And as they were navigating life, they would jump in the studio for therapy, right? And one of the songs that we wrote together was called Ghetto Cry. And it features me, features them. It features my boy L.O. the G, who I was in a group with called Eastside. And I want to share Ghetto Cry with y'all tonight, because we hate to hear the ghetto cry. We hate it. When in the ghetto, been crying a lot this year, man, especially in Fort Worth. And this is where we wrote the song. And I want to dedicate this to the funk, man. I hate to see the ghetto cry. I hate to see us lose our loved ones. I hate to see that happen. I hate to see us get sick and die too quick. I hate to see us dying in car wrecks and police chasing and of course the gun violence and that sort of thing. And then the pain afterwards, and seeing that pain and knowing that we don't have a whole lot of healthy solutions. This is what we wrote when we talked about that in our program. Hold up. We're going to switch it up. Yeah. That's why. Yeah. I came up in the ghetto that you couldn't let go. No crack, just Max, Cadillacs, and Afros. Chunking rocks, shooting marbles, running relay race. Why did it stop? It's so hard not to see they face. Who's the fallen and forgotten? Their bodies might be rotten, but their spirit lives in me, and my love has never stopped it. My hood is smoked out, all the love choked out. Full of guns, dope fiends, Crips and Bloods, no doubt. But we still sit on the porch and loan each other some bread. Girl, glad it still put a fresh perm on your head. Still hooping at the park, still showing your heart. Mama still making switches, daddy's still in the dark, but it's real in the hood. That's why I'm still in the hood, cause on the cool, up and down, it's how you feel in the hood. 1 minute it's the shit like ain't nothing go wrong. Next minute somebody tell you that your homie is gone. Then we bring out the shirt, start sharing the pain. We don't all do it the same. Some tattoo the name, some cry and make it rain. Some think it's a game, some find someone to blame and load up that thing. That's why I hate to hear the ghetto cry. I hate to hear the ghetto cry. That's why I hate to hear the ghetto cry. I hate to hear the ghetto cry. That's why
I hate to see the ghetto cry. I am a victim of the ghetto's cry. I am the ghetto's eye. Just like a bird, sometimes I wish I can fly to a better place. The end result of the day is me getting high. Most days I grab a 40 ounce of OE just to get by and smoke a blunt with me and Lil Twin. Just wondering why every 30 seconds we see hot boys patrolling by. And most niggas die in the hood over stupid shit. Why? Never wondering what the fuck bringing poverty to their family. Look at the kids, I know it's something that you just ain't stand to see. A spitting image of the one you hate the most. Remember the days in the hood when granny made eggs and French toast? It's the place we started crazy. And shit is crazy cause niggas still in the hood telling crack to they babies. And everybody knows that the game fucked up. That's why I cry every time I see my hood fucked up.
That's why I hate to hear the ghetto cry. I hate to hear the ghetto cry. That's why I hate to hear the ghetto cry. I hate to hear the ghetto cry. That's why
I hate to hear the ghetto cry. Sometimes I wish I was the center of the ghetto's eye.
pupil control. The ghetto's where my story unfolds. A future foretold, biography you wish you control. But I control the tempo of this beat. If you want, we can head up the Jordan Street. Home sweet home Baptist where the tithes get paid. And head down to Metropolitan where money gets made. Picture me a young warrior trying to make a new way. But 2 quarters what the ghetto paid. Bring it home, whatever it takes for mama to make this way. Reminiscing on Xavier where the homies play. Laid back, posted up on every corner and block. Back then we stress free, the ghetto had no rocks. More focus on climbing up the high street top. That's why I hate to hear the ghetto cry.
I hate to hear the ghetto cry. I hate to hear the ghetto cry. I hate to hear the ghetto cry. That's why I hate to hear the ghetto cry. I hate to hear the ghetto cry.
Why me? Why did I have to go through hell before heaven when mama would make mistakes? She be to teach her a lesson. Too ashamed to face confess for the trouble she's caused. Tragedies, neglecting me just for a life behind bars. Tears and scars is all she ever gave when she learned from the cage. From that, I picked up the gut and I became a rage. I thought of ways to get paid. Late night, I hit the block and said, yay. There with drama, God, could you show my mama this monster she's made? I'm lost in the space, stopping every star for a better way. As I search and lurk through the dark for a brighter day, but couldn't find it. About to give it his time and it's catching for sure. Soon to find me knee deep in confinement with no life to endure, or suffer in the core of the sea trying to reach the shore. Life or death, every man for himself in these streets is war. My, would I die in the battlefield with allies poignant? One day I join the stars within the skies.
That's why I hate to hear the ghetto cry. I hate to hear the ghetto cry. That's why I hate to hear the ghetto cry. I hate to hear the ghetto cry. That's why.
You are as great as any man of greatness that you've heard about, read about, or seen in real life. Possibly greater.
Everybody wanna build with me, politic and chill with me. They see the fire still in me, the authentic is feeling me, the architects are feeling me. You're dreaming about killing me, they wish that they could silence me because I feel so violently. We will not go quietly, subscribe to me until this show is virally. Got millions trying to vibe with me. Let's build.